Over the next 2 minutes, I want to make you think about and reflect on banning the word revision. That might sound quite a strange concept, but ultimately, if I ask you the question of how many of your children and families really understand what effective revision is, you might be able to answer that yourself in terms of, yeah, probably not much. And you maybe see that from how they revise and what the output is when they do an assessment. And when you speak to the children about kind of, well, what did you do to revise? What did you do to prepare or study? Lots of the answers are answers maybe you don't want and you wouldn't kind of advise. Things like just rereading their own classroom notes or rereading a book. Well, actually, the cognitive demands of that are so low because you're rereading something you've already read before that your eyes start to mistake that for familiarity rather than deep learning. So we want to almost give students a real concrete idea of what to do. So going back to my idea of banning the word revision, is what I mean here is that don't tell students to go home and revise and expect that that's going to work. What we want to do is tell them, like, tonight I want you to create a set of flashcards on this, or tonight or this week I want you to do a brain dump on this activity, or do a look, cover, write, check activity, or whatever activities you feel are going to be most beneficial for the task that you want to learn. But simply saying just go home and revise, we need to be honest with ourselves, that's not going to work for lots of people. So be really specific, teach those techniques as well. Don't just say, I want you to go home and make some flashcards without teaching them how to make flashcards. Let's teach the techniques and then be really specific about, I want you to do this. And don't leave revision to chance. Take control of it and guide them through different activities that they can do, just like you would do in the classroom. You don't leave learning to chance in the classroom, so don't leave it to chance at home. Be really specific. Don't use the word revision. Talk about specific strategies that you've specifically worked on in the classroom that they know how to do, and then tell them this is what they're going to do tonight. Or if you want to, give them 2 or 3 options. You can either do this or this tonight, rather than just saying revise and hoping it's going to work.